we're going to do an unboxing and a quick look from what has become one of our favorite pedal manufacturers, and the Beard is going to tell you what we're going to do today.
It's not going to be quick.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
It's never been
It's like
quick.
military intelligence. It's
Yes.
a quick look, and us, nothing happens quickly.
Well, we have 4
We do have 4
boxes sitting here from Shawn Michaels of Lovepedal. From not the last sale, but the one before that. And I will say, those of you that are worried about us, we held out on the last sale. There was nothing purchased.
I purchased a T-shirt, which will make an
never
appearance
mind.
at some point.
Pat Cave.
But $28 is cheaper than $50 or $75 or $100.
Yes. That's an expensive shirt.
Well, when you have to get it the size I do, it's like getting 2 shirts sewn together. So they keep adding to it. I'm like, I just feel like I'm being judged.
I know. So, with that.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm the Beard on behalf of Pete.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so,
Yeah.
which one?
This one.
This one. Today, we are looking at the Amp 11 Platinum. So this is, go figure, an overdrive pedal.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, there's a weird history here that I'm not going to get into, but there's a weird history with the Amp 11, and we're trying to figure out, okay, what is it? Kind of that transparent overdrive thing. So one of the things I told Pat is I think he'd really like this pedal, especially with an amp that has maybe just a little bit of dirt on it. Not my favorite with like a Fender Clean amp. So you're actually running today into the Marshall Origin 50, and I think it has a little bit of stuff on it, not a lot, just a little bit.
A little bit on the top end. If I dig in it, it breaks a little bit.
Has a little bit, so we'll see.
Whatever the watt setting you have it on, middle or low, middle I think, but it breaks.
Is it a middle?
I don't know. It looks
It
like
might.
from here.
It might be. It might be the 50 watt.
This is the show prep you're getting.
Yeah, the show prep. This is the deep research. We don't even know what setting the amp is on. So yeah. Anyway, he's in the Marshall Origin 50, and I think you'll like that with a little bit of breakup. So I think that there was some stuff where there was some complaining or whatever about this being a circuit very similar to the Timmy pedal.
Okay. When you said transparent overdrive, that's where my mind went. Which I have never played a Timmy, but I know lots of guys have.
And so, you know, I'm gonna be honest about it. We love Sean's stuff. We love Lovepedal stuff. If there was something, but you know, when you come down to like every one of these fuzzes, every one of these overdrives that are out there, they're all kind of based on somebody else's circuit. You know, there's so much of that going on that if you have time to get into that, fine. If you want to leave us comments about it, fine. But it's not something we've gotten into.
Well, we watched JHS podcast vlog.
Right.
And that's every time he designs a pedal, he goes, "Oh, well, the basis for this pedal was." So everybody is taking something that they like and putting their own stamp on it, making it sound in their mind better or slightly different.
And even when he shows pedals by other manufacturers and stuff too, he was one of those guys that we said it's like one of our top YouTube channels.
Yeah,
there was a show about that.
Yeah, there was. Go look it up.
For the cards.
Yeah.
So he does. That's it. So we're not getting into that. What we're getting into is the Lovepedal Amp 11.
Yeah, which camera? Oh.
Put it on that camera. So we give it a little tilt. So what do we got? We have level drive, bass, and treble. So the 2 little knobs are bass and treble, left and right. Level and drive on the top. And then over here we have a boost knob. And we've been having some discussion if that's just a clean boost or not. And we think that might actually be a clean boost based on the COT 50 pedal that Lovepedal makes and is pretty famous for. So if we plug that in, we can do that. Input. The Ottoman board is in all its organized glory here.
This is truly a first look. I'm not saying I didn't peek in the box at one point, but I have never played through this. I've never powered it up.
So one way we can tell about that COT 50 thing, without even playing, if we turn the tuner off, we should be live. If I twist this, puts the volume on. All right, you don't even have to play.
Okay.
Which with those kind of chords.
And you said that was biasing, right?
That's
so that is the COT 50.
Yeah, I think that's based on the COT 50, just because we get that
church of tone. Yeah.
So if you buy this pedal and you're like, oh man, this thing's messed up. It's not. They do that. and it's more pronounced because there's some delay in the effects loop. I think TC Electronics Goss Tape Echo, which was
another episode.
Yeah, we did the whole Black Friday TC Electronic things. We can put that up in the card too if you're interested in more about that pedal. So
I got myself a Cop 50. I like it. if I just played half of that pedal, I've tripled my money.
So do you want to do? What do you want? You want to start with that?
Yeah. Well, let's save the boost for. Okay. Let's just save the boost. Let's start on the left side, and I guess do our normal everything at 50. And of course, I thought about things to play and forgot every one of them. So
I'm thinking those are bass and treble at 50.
So that's the clean tone. PRS single cut hollow body, Starla pickups. I like the split, so split in the middle position with the tone backed up a little bit, and that's.
So not a lot of gain.
No, a lot of loud, but not a lot of gain. Right.
So where do you want to go? I'm thinking you're going to want to take some level off, add some drive.
Gee, it's almost like you know me.
Yeah.
So, I will. Yeah.
I'm just guessing here, but if we,
it's a pretty educated guess. Starting to get some breakup.
What maybe we should do is get some more breakup on the Marshall.
We could.
So, why don't we get some more breakup on the Marshall, just like this?
I did.
So, one of the things when you were talking about this pedal, you play a lot of times play boogie.
Yeah.
So you have like an overdrive channel. So this pedal I always thought would be nice. So what we did is we added. We actually took the Marshall, went down to the lowest wattage, cranked the gain up a little bit, pulled the master up a little bit. So what do you have now for your...
What do I have? Oh. Yeah, I mean, it definitely pushes it for sure. Sometimes we're away from the amp, so what you hear on the mic and what we hear in the room is a little different. But I mean, it's really got clarity to it. It's really tight. So if you are playing like riffy things or big chords, it's not too muddy. Because I've said before, in addition to be a self-proclaimed gainiac, I tend to put maybe a little too much lows in my mix sometimes because I'm looking for that big full guitar, and then it kind of gets lost. So the more I play with things like this that kind of up the presence a little bit is good.
And I actually did. I turned the bass up on that a little bit and pulled the treble back.
Yeah.
That Marshall with that 410 cabinet 10 seems to sound kind of bright to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it might just be me.
Well, because 10s are more focused than 12s.
And so I did that. I did give you a little more volume, too. I kept bringing the level up.
Yeah.
But the gain's still up. Do you want to try the boost side?
I'm kind of scared. So are we going to do the boost by itself, or are we going to do the boost over top?
Let's do the boost by itself.
Right.
I'll tell you what. You play, I'll click it on, and then we'll slowly take it up.
All right. So,
at some point it doesn't sound. Was it getting more gainy?
I felt like it was, but not a crazy amount. I think it changed the tonality of it more than the volume or the drive. I don't know how to describe it.
Play that riff a couple. Let's just go back and forth between full
right?
on. Yeah, we'll play this is right as you. So in the room, I mean, there is a volume increase, but it's not a boost. To me, it's not a boost like you're getting louder the whole way up. It's starting, like you said, presence, little gain, things like that. Question is, and I think maybe we go half. Like, what happens if we're there?
Yeah.
And then we go there.
If your dog just drops over upstairs. You're at the back cave.
She'll come down, lay in front of the amp. I don't know.
Great. Love her. I like it because it's just everything. It takes it and it makes it a little more. It makes it fatter, maybe a little more gain because again, we push the amp a little bit, we push that gain a little bit, and then that just kind of pushes it somewhere where I kind of like it. Yeah, and again, that's just one guitar. Kind of didn't go through a whole bunch of settings because part of what we want to do on the show is we do want to talk about the pedals and features, but what we end up doing is dialing it up the way that we like to hear it. Sometimes we've gone through and there's a Strat right off camera and there's a bunch of stuff up there. We've gone trying to do a little better of here's single coil, here's humbucker. But for some of these, it's like, okay, I just bought this pedal. I maybe watched a demo or two. Let's dial it up to what I like my ear to hear. So you may use it differently. You may dial back some of the gain. You may do something slightly different. You may be... I was saying that... The Beard likes to roll the volume, go clean, go dirty, so you can do whatever you want with this pedal. So we were saying earlier that we really haven't played live together, and so we're going to do that tonight. So
on the show.
On the show. That's right, we played live together. Well, it's been a while, but yes, live together. So so he's going to give you the spiel, and then I'm going to give you the tagline, and then we're just going to jam out, and the editor will fade it out in post-production wherever he wants it.
Wherever I want.
Wherever you want, you're the boss.
Right. So... So
now you're playing the role of pitch man. There you go. Go ahead.
Well, no, like we're doing this.
We are doing it.
Got some more field trips coming up. There's a field trip coming up very soon, depending on when you watch this video. And so we'd love if you subscribe and hang out with us for a little bit. Leave a comment down in the comments. As we're recording this video, I think we're up to like 41 subscribers, which, our initial goal was like, let's see if we can get 50 subscribers. So thank you to everybody that subscribed. Right. And if you haven't, help us out. Hit notifications, hang out with us, join the conversation, and with that...
Do I need to know what that is?
No.
Okay, good. So with that, I'm PJ, on behalf of the Beard, reminding you, no matter what you hear, you never have too much gear, especially in Lovepedal.
I almost played over you. There's some wankery for you.
Darn you, 22 frets!